Are you underpricing your book, or maybe you're leaving money on the table with your discount strategy? In today's video, we're going to break down book pricing and discounts to help you boost sales and maximize your profits. Okay, so the very first thing that we should talk about, and again, welcome to Finding Your Indie. I'm Bonnie Paulson. I want you to understand the psychology of book pricing. Okay, so book pricing matters. And why does it matter? Well, we're going to discuss this because it's perceived value. When it's a lower price, less perceived value. There's less skin in the game for the reader. I hear this all the time. Oh, I do first and free, and I had 10,000 people, downloaded my free book. Awesome. The percent of those people who are going to actually read that free book is going to be significantly lower than if you had 500 people who paid for it. Even at 99 cents, they'll still have some skin in the game. Okay. When people have something in the skin in the game, they actually move forward a little bit further with it. For instance, let's talk about a dieting app. If you've been here for any stretch of the imagination or any length of time, you know that I like to talk about food and dieting and exercise. So one of the reasons that I'm going to talk about this right now is they always give you a trial. They give you like a trial for like the Weight Watchers app, right? Or for like I'm using Fitbod right now, and it's an app I got to try for 7 days, and you get to kind of see, what is this? When you have to pay is when you're going to actually stick with it. So I had to pay for Fitbod. So now I'm doing it. I did my first free week trial, and now I'm like, dude, I've already paid. I'm in it. I'm in it because I've paid some money, right? My skin in the game. That is my skin in the game. That is where I'm actually like, okay, I'm invested now. I have to use it. And this will probably make it so that I keep paying, okay? There's a lot of stuff out there where if you don't pay for it, you don't really care. It's not worth anything to you. It's free. I don't care if it's the best thing in the world. You still are like, nah, it's free. What's the investment, right? But if you put your time into it, money into it, if you invest family into it, whatever you're investing into it, if you have skin in the game, then it has value. One of my favorite things is we just had a client who has been doing the 99-cent game for years, just 99 cents. And they're like, yeah, I've only ever released at 99 cents. I can't release any higher than that. I just can't. And I said, hey, what if we just gave it a shot? Like, what if we went up to $2.99 on your releases? Because they also release in Kindle Unlimited. What if we just did that? Just try it. I worked on this person for a year, and finally they did a release at $2.99 in Kindle Unlimited. They made 10 times more than what they were making with their 99-cent game. That's insane. 10 times more. Wow. That's because at a $2.99 price point, it has a higher perceived value. And if the people who were like originally paying 99 cents, they're like, oh, I don't want to pay $2.99, but I have a Kindle Unlimited read. It's worth $2.99. I'm going to read it. It's worth $5.99. I'm going to read it, right? Like I can get it for free in my Kindle Unlimited account, and I'm going to read it for free because it's $5.99. It's $3.99. So you are making them think it has a value. So $2.99 versus $3.99, for them, it's just $1. For you, it's 25%, right? It's a 30% increase, but it's a 25% adjustment, right? Okay. So your book price reflects your brand and the positioning in the market. Look at a trad pub. Those books, the traditionally published authors, are never cheap. Compare why? Why aren't they cheap? Yeah, they've got a lot of overhead and stuff, and you're trying to get people with a lower price, but there's only you can only go down so far, right? Authors, I believe, have really shot ourselves in the foot with this first in series free or freebies across the board all the time for the last 10 years, 15 years. I think we've been doing that since 2009. So how you want your brand to be perceived and the value of your books really comes down to your pricing strategy. So let's talk about a simple rule to guide our pricing decisions, okay? So for instance, your genre is going to have a different pricing allocation. It's just going to be okay to do higher price over here than it is over here. Another one would be like your book length, novels versus novellas, the impact on pricing. Also, that kind of impacts on how much they're going to be making in KU as well. There's some tips that I can be sharing with you that I will definitely be sharing with HiveMind on how to get the most bang for your buck, whether you're in KU, direct sales, or you're wide, or all of the above. Market research as well. You want to make sure that you're analyzing your competitor prices and find your ideal price point. If you have spot on book covers and your reviews are spot on and you know these books are good, target traditional authors. Target them in your AMS ads, target them with your creatives, if you love Nora Roberts or you love Danielle Steele, you're going to love these books. Make your book seem just as high quality as theirs. Market it that way, okay? Another one would be price to profit. Consider your royalties and the platforms. For instance, Amazon, a 99-cent book, you're only making 35%. That's nothing. $9.99, $2.99, you're making 70%, but still, you really need to ask yourself, is this 300-page book worth just, is it $2.99, $4.99? You put the price on it, and then you can always offer discounts. You can always do a promotion. You can always go down. But once you're at 0 and you're giving away a free book, there is nothing else for you to do. You can't go any lower. So if that's your always price, if first in series free is your always price, you can't actually say it's a limited time, right? You can't do those promotions, those urgencies, feelings that you need to do in marketing. So I would suggest you figure out a pricing tier model. So for instance, if you're going to do first in series free, what are you going to do? You're going to go first in series free, $199, $299. $199 is the place where everything dies. So I would not $199 it, but free, $299, $399, $499, whatever. Or are you going to go $499 across the board and do launch specials and promo plans and coupons and whatever? So you need to figure out what you're going to do and then do higher price for later books maybe. Like there's so many things you can do, but come up with something that you feel good about and that is not leaving you in the red cost-wise. Another thing that we're going to talk about is the power of discounts and promotions, okay? Offering discounts can drive sales and increase visibility, but it also lets people know, hey, it's only available for right now, but then the price goes back up to whatever it is. So the value perception is still there because they can see that the normal price is such and such, but they're getting a deal. So, everybody loves a deal. You go into a group of women and they're like, oh, I love your shirt. Oh, thanks. I got it for only $4.99 at Target, right? Normally on sale or whatever. So people are always looking for those deals. So you can also do launch promotions. These are like limited time discounts to build the momentum of something coming up. Seasonal sale might be holiday sales, Black Friday, that type of stuff. Oh, I have a birthday or anniversary, so celebrate with me, that kind of a thing. Reader magnets should always be like freebies, right? You're going to use these discounts as part of your list building strategy. If you have direct store, offer 10% off just for signing up for your newsletter. 10%, that can be a really good chunk, and that's not very much money really in the whole scheme of things. Best practices for running successful discounts, you want to consider things like how much of a discount is too much. There were some studies done, and I want to say it was Lulu that was talking about it, but there were some people that were really talking about all this testing that they did for their direct sales. One of them was that they didn't get any more conversions between 10% and 20%. Neither one had more or less. It was like almost exactly. So don't give up that 10% just because you think you're going to get higher conversion. Stick with the 10. Another one would be creating urgency. You want to do like limited time offers, countdowns. We have the Kindle countdown deals. Those are great for using the urgency thing. I would also recommend that you do specific coupons or just specific discounts for your newsletters, like just to treat them, because it's kind of like a, hey, thanks for being here. You're awesome. Another one would be pairing discounts with bonuses. Like, do you want to get these extra chapters or this exclusive content? Why don't you get this? And you can also get like buy one, get second one 50% off. Or you want to get a box set and get all the books for a lot lower. Okay. There's a lot of things you can do. You need to think outside the box, but you also need to remember that perceived value needs to be completely in the forefront of your mind. Are you constantly giving away a first and free? Then that has no real value, right? You can, like I totally do. I have some of mine set up as first and series free, and those are for longer series, and they do well. They do pretty well. But then I asked myself, gosh, dang, what if I did everything at normal price and then I just like did book bubs, or I just did specific coupons on my store, or like there's a lot of things that you have to ask yourself. Is there a right answer? No. Is there a wrong answer? Not trying, I think, would be the wrong answer, right? Don't try. But I've been doing this for so long and I feel like, I keep testing things out. Just keep testing, but don't feel like you're failing because you're trying. And I think that's the most important thing. Mistakes I want you to avoid when you're pricing and discounting would be like number one, over discounting. Constantly discounting things can hurt your perceived value and future sales. And if you ever want to make sales on full price of things, your current readers, which are the ones who are going to come back the most, they're going to just say, oh, I'll just wait for the next sale. She has sales all the time. He has sales all the time. And I think that can be really detrimental to your, to your business. Price confusion. Keep your pricing clear and simple. Avoid all of these too many price variations. It is what it is. Here's the pricing, that's what it is. And then you don't want to adjust your prices based on market trends. So what you want to do is you want to have a plan in place. This is what I talk about in one of my marketing messages. When you have a plan in place, you actually know where you're going. You have like a direct clear. I'm going to lunch. This is where I'm going. I'm going to the store. I'm going here. I'm going to sell my books. This is the plan I'm going to take. And that's what you want to make sure that you have in mind, is you have a plan on how and when you're going to raise your prices or lower your prices, what discounts you're going to offer and promotions, and why. Why are you offering a discount? Why are you offering a coupon code? These are questions you need to ask. Then you want to monitor and adjust your pricing. So tracking the effectiveness of your pricing and your discount strategies actually comes down into what tools and platforms you're using to monitor your sales performance and adjust accordingly. I really like Author Helper Suite. They've got some great tools in there to help me see, which discount, which promos are doing the best, like what ads are doing the best, those types of things. And when you're doing these things and you're tracking to see the information information, you always want to make sure and send them a link, whether it's going like a specific link for each ad or a specific link for each promo. So let's say that you're with Amazon and you can use these attribution links, a different one for each promo and stuff, just to kind of see what's going on there. I'm going to use this attribution link for my newsletter list. I'm going to use this one for my ads. I'm going to use this one to share on my Facebook page. I know it's a lot of links, but then you can go in and see, oh, my Facebook page actually didn't do very good with conversions, but my newsletter list did excellent with conversions. So now you know which lever in your toolbox is going to be the most effective when you're ready to do the next one. Okay, then you're going to be like, how can I tweak my pricing for better results without alienating your existing readers? Like, so people have already paid it. I have to tell you, I don't think that this is a big problem. I am the type of person where I'm like, oh, I've been waiting for this book to come out. I'll pay full price. I don't care. And then I see the book go on sale 3 months later. I don't care. I've read the book. I could care less. I do not care because I've read the book. Some people, I can see how they'd be frustrated, but at the same time, it's an investment that you make knowing it. Knowing going into it that, yeah, I'm okay with this. And your existing readers should have already gotten, like they've already gotten their own sales, their own reader magnet or their own whatever. But you can give them something, to make them feel better. Just for your existing readers, your subscribers, give them a bonus scene, give them a section, give them 5 chapters for free or something. Give them tastes that make them feel special. You should probably revisit your pricing and discounts like once a quarter or after significant sales events. Just kind of double check this and set a reminder for yourself in your planning tools. I use Akaflow. I'll put a link down below just in case that's something that you want to check out. Being productive really means planning out your time. Okay, you're going to boss mode the crap out of everything. What I want you to really understand with this video is to price strategically. You want to run discounts wisely, and you are going to adjust based on performance. And it all comes down to analytics and your data. What is working for you and what is not working for you? I myself, I don't love running promotions. I don't like running KCDs. I don't like doing all of those extra things. So I just do something as simple as here's a coupon code for my newsletter list once a month, and that's what we're doing. That's it. I keep it simple, but I also sell direct on my stores, and I don't have the time to sit there and run 500 promos and do all the social media and stuff. I keep it as simple as possible. Okay, so are you ready to test out your new pricing schedule or run a sale? Go ahead and get started and let me know how it goes and what options you actually decided to go for. Are you doing a 99-cent first series? Are you doing a first in series free? Are you doing a bundle or a box set? I have ways and some tips on how to actually maximize the performance of box set sales and other KU offerings, as well as your conversion ads and stuff, your conversion landing pages and stuff coming up. So if you have any questions, let me know. And don't forget to subscribe and hit notify for more book marketing tips. Thanks again to you from us here at Finding Your Indie, and I hope to see you soon.